Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. Welcome back to Transport Inc. We're back. Tato Transportation is about to be reborn across the pond in the US of A. And we are going to be starting a brand new campaign here. It's going to be slightly different from the last campaign. This time, instead of, transporting a certain number of passengers or earning a certain amount of money, we are going to have to defeat all of our opponents, which means there is gonna be none of this nonsense of the game ending far too prematurely. No, it's gonna be a grudge match, and we're gonna fight it out for the crown. We're gonna fight it out for the crown. Well, actually, no, it's not a crown. It's Republic. I don't know. Fight it out for some very important milestone. Anyway, let's jump immediately into the game and see what the heck we have got in store for us. So, you may have seen that I decided to choose Texas as my first state that I will be able to organize transport routes within. Why did I choose Texas? No particular reason. I just sort of thought that it was kind of like, it was big enough to sustain a decent number of transport networks itself, but it was also like bordering enough. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, bordering 4 states, which gave me a good opportunity to try and expand outwards when the time is right. Now, we know from our past experience that expanding quickly can be very, very, very beneficial, and so that's exactly what we want to do, I think. Right. So, where's our first route gonna be? I mean, Austin is the state capital, right? Austin is the state capital. Dallas is a pretty big city. A Dallas to Austin route, or even a Dallas to San Antonio route as well. There's a lot of passengers. There are a lot of passengers here. Okay, who have we got? We got Tato Transportation, Enterprise Transportation, Euro Express, Top Dog Deliveries, Uncomfortable Transport Inc., On Time Global Transport, and Snail Transport. Snail Transport, much like Tato Transportation, is making the trek across the Atlantic to provide Americans with subpar transport services. That's cool. That's cool too. All right, what about Amarillo? How do we get there? Does anyone know the way to Amarillo? No? Just me? Okay. All right. Maybe Tony Christie does. You never know. I'm sure people from Amarillo get that all the time, and it must be intensely frustrating. Anyway, let's start with a nice little route over here. Yeah, we're not gonna go too crazy. We do need to build more depots more frequently. Like, I'm pretty certain that that's something that I want to do. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna take a chance that the people are only interested in small buses at this moment in time. I do want to get bigger buses. I definitely do want to get bigger buses sooner. I do want to take out more loans, but you know what? We'll do that in time. Okay, let's get that in there, and let's get that in there. Okay, so how's that work? Not well, to be honest. Not well at all. It looks like people are pretty unhappy with my choice of buses. Now, in saying that, what are people unhappy about? They're unhappy with the speed. That's it. They're unhappy with the speed. They're unhappy with the comfort. I mean, we could get higher comfort, but at that point, it's like we might as well just get a bigger, better bus. Okay, it looks like the bigger, better bus is exactly what people are after. Look, you know what? That was a risk. That was a risk that we had to take, I think, even though we're going to end up losing a couple of pennies on this transaction. I still think it's probably worth doing just to see what we've got in store. Okay. We can't increase the speed of that bus. That's not a problem at all. That is a-okay. All right. Yeah, and you're just not making money. That's really not good. That's really, really, really poor for us. Okay, so how much can I leverage myself at this moment in time? At 11% rate of interest? I mean, you can't say no to an 11% rate of interest. That is really, really good. Okay, I think that we do want to try and get, like, smaller little routes going over here. The reason that we want to get smaller routes is that smaller routes, on the whole, tend to demand much lower quality buses. And when they demand lower quality buses, that means that I have to spend less money on actually transporting, or paying for the bus, I should say. Whoa, look at that. The Houston to Amarillo route is 420 passengers. What the heckity heck is that? That's pretty decent, actually. All right. What are you talking about, video game? Okay, you know what? I should do the survey. I should absolutely do the survey. But the fact that that didn't end up working is, I would say, a considerable problem. I was kind of anticipating a cheap, fast bus. I was kind of anticipating this bus to be the perfectly appropriate bus between Houston and Austin, but apparently no. It's larger levels of comfort and all that. So we're gonna have to move this bus over there, travel immediately. Let's go and do that. Okay, so that's fine. We're not exactly making tons of money, but at least this area is looking good for us, which is kind of nice. Yeah, pretty reasonably happy with that. Pretty reasonably happy with that. I do want to do... I'll tell you what, give me that over there, and then let me stick that over there. Yeah, travel immediately. We're not making any money on the first-class Dallas to Austin route, so there's no point in deploying any resources over there. It's okay. It's okay. I think this is still the optimum play in the early game. Look, we got a little bit unlucky, you know, trying to guess the demands of the people. But that's okay. It's better than spending as much as we're spending on surveys, because that would just be a large amount of money. Also, it's worth me talking exactly about the benefit of loans here, right? So, loans give me the opportunity to increase my income, and there is perhaps a lot of tradition. There's a lot of tradition in Orbital Potato taking out some pretty terrible loans. But I can assure you that I actually think that taking out the loans that I'm taking out at this moment in time will help me, because they increase the amount of money that I'm able to make tremendously. So, for example, if we have a little look at the bank here, we borrowed 62,100 bucks, right? And we have to pay back 69,000. It's just so perfect, isn't it? 69,000 is what we have to repay, and with that we were able to buy what, 2 or 3 buses? So over the course of 12 months, which is how long the loan term is, will the buses that I bought end up returning more than whatever it is, the difference? 7,000 bucks. I would certainly anticipate so. I would absolutely certainly anticipate so. 100%. Right. How else is our strategy going to differ this time from last time? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, because this time things are going to be very, very different. We're going to see if we can try and actually buy another company, another transport company, like we failed to do in the last playthrough of the game. Ooh, look at that. We'll go for a San Antonio to Laredo route, and we're actually going to get one of those cargo vans on there as well. So yeah, on the whole, we want fewer vehicles, we want more advanced vehicles, we want to buy out our competitors, we want to do all of that stuff, and I fully anticipate that we will be able to do all of that. It's just a matter of getting the money to do what we need to do and what we want to do. It's literally that simple. El Paso. You can't transport any goods to the remainder of Texas. That's useless. That's useless. Why would I bother with El Paso at all? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Concert? Where's a concert? Lubbock. Okay. Significantly increases existing demand for a short time. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Okay, so far we are not in the lead, but we're not far behind. What about a bank loan? We could take out another bank loan, but I don't think I really want to do that. Okay, can we buy another bus? I want to buy a big bus. I want to buy a big bus next. We could buy a big bus. We could buy a big bus. We could buy a big bus, and we need to buy a big bus. Look at this. The Houston to Amarillo route. It's going to cost us 72 grand to do a survey. I don't like spending 72 grand on a survey, to be honest. I would like to spend more money on the survey, or I would like to spend any money on the survey, to be honest, but I don't think that we really can do that. So at the moment, this is what we have to do. We have to guess the needs of the passengers. And, you know, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job, I don't think, at all. But we have to make educated guesses based on what we think the passengers are going to be after. Okay, also, hold up. San Antonio to Amarillo. That's a lot of cargo waiting right over there. That's a lot of cargo. How much would it cost to get me a really, really good cargo truck? 80 grand? 80 grand. A 10% rate of interest? Oh my goodness. The financing options over in the States are far superior financing options in Europe. I mean, we were borrowing at a much, much higher rate of interest when we were playing through in Europe. Okay, let's do that. Let's take out that loan and then immediately spend that on buying a big, 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 big cargo vehicle. Okay, so that only takes 40 bits of cargo. Okay, looks like there's maybe a little bit more demand for speed on some of these routes. At least that's what I can tell at this moment in time. But that's fine. Do we have any Odessa to Lubbock? Yeah, we do have an Odessa to Lubbock route. That's fine. That is completely fine. Okay, how much is this? By the way, that big wagon that we just bought for whatever it was, 80,000 bucks. That just made us 4,500 back. That just made us 4,500 back, which is not super unimpressive. Okay, let's lower the ticket price by like one single bit. Again, speed is the issue here. Speed is the issue with regards to transit between San Antonio and Amarillo. So, to be honest, getting higher level trucks would be of great benefit. Certainly, it would be of great benefit. In fact, you know, the truck that is 120 grand, that's the next one for us. Look, 4,100 bucks. And, oh, look, actually, turns out by reducing the price by literally $1, we've managed to max out this truck. That is exceptional. That is really, really good. So I think it's just, you know, going to be tweaking different bits and bobs here in order to optimize for everything. There we go. That seems to be good. Higher comfort luxuries. It's just not worth it, I don't think. Nine people is enough for us. That's fine. $9,000. Holy cow. How did we make $9,000? That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Amarillo is about to get another cargo delivery route. Clearly, the driver does know the way to Amarillo. I'm sorry. I really do need to stop making that joke. It's not funny. It's not funny. I feel really sorry for you, if indeed you are from Amarillo and you have to endure commentary like this all the time. Okay, so where are my competitors and how are they doing? It looks like nobody's out in California. California is like the other big state. Not big necessarily in terms of population, although definitely population is a factor. But big in terms of, you know, number of cities that we can set up delivery routes to. That's what's really key, I think. Right, so my competitors are up in, I think that's Oregon, right? I'm like 90% sure that's Oregon. Okay, by the way, I should point out the last time I played through this game and I tried to identify where Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia were, I was horrifically wrong, and I would like to apologize to everyone from Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia for completely butchering where your countries are in relation to your neighboring countries. So I will definitely not be doing the exact same thing with American states over here. Anyway, what is this one? What is this state? This is South Carolina. It says right there, Potato. It literally says right there. Well, that kind of spoils the fun, doesn't it? Okay. North Carolina, South Carolina. That's where Euro Express is situated. We've got Top Dog Deliveries, which seemingly operate across Mississippi and Alabama, which is interesting. No, don't damage that. We've got Arkansas. I know it's pronounced Arkansas, but, you know, a little bit of sass goes a long way, as they say. On-time global transport and enterprise transportation competing in the same area. Interesting. And then, of course, up here we've got Uncomfortable Transport, Inc. Where's Snail? Where's Snail Transport? Where's Snail Transport? Oh, they're here. Right, so they're literally just north of me in Colorado. Okay, that's cool. Certainly, I'm off to an early lead. I mean, this was exactly the case last time. But don't let that deceive you, because things can go badly wrong very, very soon. Oh, look, this is where you know, that UFO was supposed to land. Roswell. Was that not the place? Area 50, Area 69? I can't remember what it's called. Okay, buy a depot. Yeah, we need to buy a depot. It's pretty important. We also want to buy a manager as soon as we possibly can. So we're going to rent an office as soon as we have 30,000 bucks. Excellent. Then we're just going to assign all and automatically assign all of our trucks. Sure, I know it kind of sucks to to lower our cash flow at this early stage of the game. But frankly, I don't want to be dealing with that nonsense. No sorry. Okay, the Houston to Amarillo route. It's so big and it's so juicy and there's so much money to be made there. There really is. There really, really is. What about Houston to Austin? I mean, it would cost us 9 grand for a survey. You know what? Do that. Okay. So the demands are above 97 miles an hour. Above 97 miles an hour. And between 1.7 and 2.4 stars. I mean, is this the bus for us? Or is, in fact, this the bus for us? Vehicle damage, that's okay. To be honest, I think I can do this. Yeah, I'll put this truck into service between Houston and Austin. Yep, the cargo one. The one that carries 60 cargo. The one that costs 80 grand. Also, look at my cash in relation to everyone else. That's so good. Okay, so that's going to make us a decent amount of money. Can I take out some more loans? 16% rate of interest. Okay, I don't love that rate of interest, but I will perhaps take it. Yeah. I will perhaps take it just because I feel like it's probably the right thing to do in the context of everything. But I'll wait until we've moved forward a little bit. Okay. I'm just seeing if I can adjust my ticket price a little bit to make a few more bucks. Let me bump it up to 40. I think people might still be willing to pay that, actually, for the cargo. I guess we'll see, right? Okay, people are not willing to pay that. People are not willing to pay anything above the default price, as it seems. Okay, I mean, look, that's fine. Don't get me wrong, that's okay. Anyway, what did I say this passenger quality was? There are 85 passengers, and it's between 97 miles an hour and 1.7 stars. I think it's this bus. I think it's this bus, right? It is absolutely this bus. Okay, 18% rate of interest. That really, really sucks. I guess someone else is deciding to use the credit, the lines of credit, but that's okay. That's some decent speed over there. And how much would it cost? It would cost another 90 grand to get another route. Honestly, see if I can find a way to Amarillo. I need to stop saying it. I need to stop saying it. See if I can try this bus on the Amarillo route. I'm gonna hope that maybe, just maybe. No, I was way to say maybe, just maybe the requirements for the Amarillo route are the same as the Austin to Houston routes, but as it stands, they're not. So I'm just gonna put 2 buses on the Austin to Houston route, which is probably a little bit of oversupply, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, what else have we got? Yeah, we need to get a we need to get something big for that route. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a train, honestly. Maybe it's seriously a train. Also, we've got a little cargo route that we can improve upon here. Honestly, yeah, I think we'll see if we can try and get another 80 grand. Another 80 grand truck. Yeah, that would certainly be good. We are burning through our passengers between Austin and Houston, but I still think that that's completely fine. I still think that that is completely fine. Oh, maybe we're not burning through the passengers. Maybe we've got plenty of passengers on the Houston to Austin route to actually support what we're after. Cool. All right. That's real good. That's real good. Okay. Some more cargo trucks, please, between Dallas and Austin, and then let's also get between Houston and Austin as well. We are doing very, very well in terms of valuation. Pretty darned happy with that. Pretty darned happy with that. Lubbock to Odessa. I mean, we can throw a small little first-class bus on that route, right? Okay, fine. Throw it on here. Click that. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, it's that simple. Yeah, maybe don't go double time speed, because otherwise I will lose all focus. And We currently have... Yeah, you are currently being fixed in the depot, right? You're currently being fixed in the depot. And I think that this is the bus from Lubbock to Odessa that carries regular passengers. I say regular passengers. Economy class passengers. Alright, can I pay off my high interest loan? I'm not far off, to be honest. I'm not far off at all. Because we are paying a little bit much on that high rate of interest loan. Excuse me? Excuse me? You think you can expand outwards? That's big unhappy there. To be fair, I do have a pretty good state. I do have a pretty good state. 7 days closure? Holy cow. Can you divert? You go on a diversion, that's fine. I do have a pretty good state to start with. I mean, I made a pretty good decision, I think, on the whole to do this. Let's see if we can stick you over there, and then we'll get ourselves a grand San Antonio to Dallas routes. I'm gonna throw on the best vehicle that money can buy, which I think at this moment in time is this one. I think that's the best. I think that's what we're after. 90 grand, 28 passengers. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. This diversion sucks, though. That is a big, long diversion. I suppose it wouldn't be a diversion if it didn't suck. It would probably just be a better route. Yeah, it makes sense in hindsight, I guess. Alright. Give me some more capital. That's right. We are leveraging ourselves to the hilt here, folks. What am I after? I'm after this. Yeah, San Antonio to Dallas. That's the one. It's not good enough. What do we need? 27 grand for a survey? I don't want to pay 27 grand for a survey. But clearly people want better. Oh God, where can I put this bus? I don't really want to... I guess I could put it on the Houston to Austin route. Sure. Kinda don't like doing that, but I guess we can if we have to. That's now 3 buses on a very small route. I say a very small route. It's got enough capacity there for sure to handle some stuff, but it just feels like it should maybe be maxed out at this point. Yeah. You never know. Maybe we could squeeze a few more bits and bobs onto that route. It does seem to be working. Shockingly so, it does seem to be working. You love to see it. I mean, that doesn't really help answer our question. You know, what is in demand? Okay, turn off my vehicles. No, turn off my vehicles. What is in demand between San Antonio and Dallas? What more can we do? We could buy this bus, a high grades bus that can transport economy passengers. 220 grand for that. Carries 36 passengers. Alternatively, we could get the $450,000 bus. I mean, can I come even close to borrowing that amount of money? No, I cannot. I could probably come fairly close to buying... Which one? Well, this one maybe, I guess. I mean, we got a decent amount of cash flow at the moment. Yeah, we're in a good place. We're in a very good place. I'd like to try and buy Snail Transport. Snail Transport needs a rebranding, like, urgently, to be honest. So, frankly, I suspect that they might be completely okay if they end up getting bought out by me. Okay. Here's what I'm also currently thinking. Antonio to Amarillo. Can we get some bigger trucks in there? Also, how much am I paying my drivers at the moment? I'm paying my drivers a completely fair salary. Yeah, very fair. Very fair, very competitive. I hope. I have no idea. 3,000 bucks, I think, is what I'm paying them at this moment in time. Seems fine to me. Right, I'm saving for this. 220,000. Can I borrow 40,000? I can borrow 40,000. It's at a rate of 40%. That's right. You ain't never seen Orbital Potato play with finance like he's playing with finance right now. Okay, so Dallas to San Antonio. That's what we need. That's what we need, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I suspect that that might be a little bit of an over-engineering. An over-engineering. Yeah, so they're after the comfort, but the speed is just still too slow. So that purchase is gonna be... It's gonna be tough to justify, but at least we're getting into the profitable San Antonio to Dallas market. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can increase the price of tickets a little bit. Yeah, I just feel like we might be able to get away with it. Famous last words and all that, but you know, I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyway, we're still in the lead, marginally so. Okay, just keeping an eye on the ticket situation here. Yeah, we totally can. Okay, bump that up to 60 bucks. I mean, it's almost a first class. It's almost a first class ticket, to be honest, that we're charging. But these are 4 stars of comfort. I mean, you can't even get first class buses with 4 stars of comfort these days. No siree, you cannot. Yeah, I mean, look, you know what? We can still go higher. Let's go up to 70 bucks. Again, let's push it. Let's just absolutely push it to see how far we can get to. Because if we are offering superior comfort, then there is no reason not to continue to push it. Okay, no, that is too much. That is too much. 65 bucks. There we go. Dallas to San Antonio. Travel immediately. Okay, take it down to 60 bucks. Take it down to 60 bucks. You know, clearly there is more experimentation that could be done there. But 60 bucks, we know, reliably makes us 6 grand a pop. So, yeah. Quite happy with that. That's very, very good. Okay, bank loan time. How are we doing? We're not doing too badly. We're not doing too badly at all. We got a couple of bank loans that are due to be fully repaid in a little bit, but that's fine. Snail Transport Inc. Yeah, Snail Transport Inc. Honestly, I want to buy Snail Transport Inc. I really, really, really want to buy a company early this time. Very, very keen to try and do that. Very, very keen to try and do that. Because one of the things that you need to consider is that it's actually fairly difficult. It's actually fairly difficult to, like, undercut a competitor once they're in a, you know, a certain place. It's really, really difficult to undercut them. Okay, here's what I want to do. Is it Amarillo cargo deliveries? Where's the cargo deliveries? I need big cargo deliveries. I want to buy a big cargo vehicle. To be honest, I'm almost convinced that cargo vehicles are the way to go. And yet here we are. There's nothing much. I tell you what, maybe I just do buy a... Maybe I do buy a Dallas to San Antonio expensive bus. Right, so tickets, speed, first class comfort just isn't as good as it can be, so we're going to increase the luxurious capacity. Increase first capacity, we'll do that as well. Okay, so that's just a little bit of an extra income stream for the Dallas to San Antonio route. As long as we're making money on that, we're fine. Every single vehicle that we have is running at full capacity. Every single vehicle that we have is running at full capacity, which is very, very important. Very, very, very important. So we're going to hit this upgrade as soon as we possibly can. I wonder if it's actually worth just getting a straight up 120 grand bespoke first class bus as opposed to having this piece of garbage. You know what? Go over here. Travel immediately. Yeah, okay, let's get you onto the Austin to Houston route here. And then as soon as we have 120k, we're going to buy like a first class shuttle bus between Dallas and San Antonio. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. What are we charging here? Does that work? It still does. That doesn't even work. Okay, you know what? Go back to the Dallas to San Antonio route. Just do it. Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. We need to always be making money. Always be hustling. That's right. Just hustle harder. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Okay, 120k, 120k. We're gonna buy that shuttle bus. Bump that back up to first. And yeah, we need to give me more luxurious seats. Does that make any difference? I don't think that makes any difference, you know? Bring that down to 70 bucks. That's fine. Ooh, look at that. 14% rate of interest. I likey a lot. Very, very cool. Okay. Dallas to San Antonio, first class. Oh, boy, it's a massive disappointment. 75 bucks. The comfort is too low? Really? The comfort is too low? Even with... Okay, that's very surprising. Right. What do I have that's an outstanding, expensive loan? This one. Pay that back. That's it, really. That's it. The current rate of interest that we're paying is actually very, very reasonable. Okay, one route is unhappy at this moment in time, but that's okay. We're going to fix it in just a second. Going to fix it in just a second. In fact, it should already be fixed by the $75 ticket price. Yeah. Okay, well, that's kind of unexpected, to be honest. That's sort of the best we've got. You know what? Finish your old route and then travel over there. We'll see if that works any better. Speaking of finishing the old route, I want to see if we can try and deploy some more cargo vans onto the San Antonio to Amarillo cargo routes. And we're going to wait for 120 grand to do that, because we're going to see if we can try and get the biggest capacity cargo vehicle when we do that. There we go, because I fully anticipate that we're going to be able to fill that right to the max with all 90 bits of cargo. There we go. Drop the price by 1, if I can recall. Yep, so it was 34 bucks for that route, and that is a good deal. That is a good deal in my books, so I'll take that happily. All right, so far so good. Things are looking great. Things are looking real good. Very, very happy with everything thus far. I mean, what about we try for a little bit of a takeover attempt? We've had bad luck with this before. I mean, Top Dog Deliveries is currently the cheapest deal. We could maybe see if we could get a deal on Top Dog. Maybe. All right. What's this, a 15% loan? I don't want to pay a 15% loan. I think I'll just try and pay off all of my other loans first, or at least some of the other loans. There we go. Something to increase our capital pile. There we go. Capital pile. That sounded technical, but actually meant exactly nothing. Yeah, so Top Dog Deliveries has got a 180 grand valuation. Snail Inc, on the other hand, is 370 bucks. 370 bucks, 370,000 bucks, I should say. A bit of a difference. Bit of a difference. Not majorly so. Look at that. The Amarillo to San Antonio cargo route is booming. Absolutely booming. Yeah, it's doing really good. Really, really good. I think, to be honest, we can actually throw more vehicles onto that route. Yeah, so as soon as we have 120k, probably gonna just do that. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that is the plan. There we go, 120k. Can we get it soon, please? Thank you. Reduce the price. Nope. Did it work? Why are you waiting for cargo? There should be plenty of cargo. There's plenty of cargo here. Okay. What the heck is this? This is a... A fire spreading fast, causing road closures and preventing access to cities. Oh, no. Choosing Texas was a bad idea. Oh, boy, that's going to make my job a heck of a lot harder. Okay, you know what? Just when the going is bad, let me take out a massive bank loan. Let me take out a massive bank loan, and let me see. Let me see if I can go to companies. And I'm gonna make a bid for Top Dog Deliveries. Top Dog Deliveries. Give me what you got, Top Dog Deliveries. 10 whole flippin' days. I kinda despise that. We are literally just gonna bleed money. I mean, I can't even do diversions. There's no point in doing diversions. If we do diversions, the fire's gonna be over. Yeah, offer rejected. Kind of to be expected. The fire will be over by the time that the diversions are actually finished. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness that ended up fixing itself. We lost a lot of money in that fire. We're still in the lead, but I mean, marginally so. Very marginally so. How much would it cost to get access to this part of town? Oklahoma? Yeah. Okay. I was way to say I hope it's called Oklahoma because it does have Oklahoma City in it. It would be funny if a state not called Oklahoma had Oklahoma City in it, but that's okay. That's just one of the little quirks. One of the little quirks of Oklahoma. Okay. Let's buy a brand new license for that. Let's set up like a couple of little piddly routes here. There we go. I'm just going to make the assumption that this is, you know, a very, very small route. Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City needs a cargo delivery route to Austin. You know what? I don't know what it is, but it's like I am just learning to really, really dig cargo delivery routes. They're just so much more simpler to cater for. So much more simpler? So much simpler to cater for it than passenger routes. Okay, Tulsa to Ardmore. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that with a reasonably small vehicle. Nice. Very, very good. Same with Lawton to Tulsa. I'm going to see if we can try and do that with a $36,000 vehicle as well. So that loan that we ended up taking out was not spent on corporate takeover. On the contrary, it was spent on access to a brand new state, which did, I believe, reduce our stats a little bit. But that's okay. It's worked out. It's worked out not too poorly. Okay. Decent amount of cargo being transported pretty much everywhere. Oklahoma City, yeah. Oklahoma City to Lawton. Is that what I'm doing? No, I'm not doing Oklahoma City to Lawton yet. But I should be doing Oklahoma City to Lawton. And I should be doing this bus. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so these are profitable routes. These are very, very profitable routes. Ardmore to Dallas. We can do that. And we can do it with this vehicle. Ardmore to Dallas. There we go. Excellent. Reduce the price of cargo just by a little bit, and that should get us over the line there. There you go. Reduce it by 2, yeah. And then put another one on. Ardmore to Dallas. Excellent. Okay. So we're expanding. We're expanding aggressively. I'm still $300,000 in terms of net worth ahead of my closest competitor. Well, $200,000, but yeah, who's counting? Okay, Amarillo to Tulsa. Again, it's like I'm trying to make, you know, approximate guesses at what vehicles would actually be used for these distances. So far, I've been okay. I've been actually pretty happy with my guesses. I mean, I got off to a rough start where I used the smallest vehicles instead of the second smallest vehicles, you know. That was a little bit of an embarrassment and probably did set us back in the short term. Also, I'm going to upgrade my capacity here. Probably did set us back a little bit just because we didn't have that much financing available in the early days. But you know what? Since then, my guesstimations about the about the type of vehicle to put on certain routes. It's worked out. It's worked out not too badly. Right, I'm just going to get a max level depot because I almost certainly think that we're going to need it. That's fine. Tato transportation. Oh boy, this little bit of... Shutting this little bit of road is pretty detrimental to so many routes, actually. So many routes. Okay, speaking of so many routes, do any of my competitors have trains yet? Because I'm going to be looking to my competitors as to when is going to be best to pick up trains. Because I picked up trains far too early last time. Holy cow, Uncomfortable Transport Inc. has expanded tremendously in this really, really weird way. I also feel a little bit hemmed in here. I could go to New Mexico, but I don't want to since snail transport is already over there. So yeah, not exactly keen on that. Not exactly keen on that at all. In saying that, we could go up to Kansas. We could go up to Missouri. Good option. Good option for us. Good option for us. There's lots of good options for us. Okay. Any routes that are immediately sticking out as profitable ones? I mean, Lubbock to Ardmore. Lubbock to Ardmore is one. Tulsa to Amarillo, we actually just recently set one up. Okay, let's do a Lubbock to Ardmore routes. And then we'll stick this one. We'll stick this one, the 80 grand one. We'll stick that on in a second. Gonna take out another massive loan. Don't look at my debt payments. Don't even look at my debt payments. If anyone wants to have a look, no siree, you ain't having a look. Right, does that end up working out? That should end up working out. We'll adjust the price down by 1 so that we can max out our capacity. And that is pretty perfect. Okay, when is this gosh-forsaken road closure going to end? 5 whole days. That is disastrous. Disastrous, I tell you. Absolutely disastrous. Okay, let's look at some graphs. Let's look at some graphs to make me a little bit more happy. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I guess the graphs are, you know, messed up. That's great. That's great. Yeah, no, that's real nice. That's okay. All right. So I guess graphs, we're not doing graphs anymore. All right. Well, that kind of sucks. We just got big blobs of color instead, or big blobs of white. All right, fair enough. Well, that's disappointing to say the least. I do like looking at graphs. Make me feel good about myself. They'd probably make me feel good about myself, given that I'm in the lead. That's right. Okay, Top Dog Deliveries. Top Dog Deliveries has hardly made any money. Hardly made any money. I can't even evaluate how well Top Dog Deliveries are actually doing, because we ain't got no graph. We ain't got no graph. Okay. Yeah, keep that at 34 bucks. That's fine. Okay. This is good. I think that's pretty much everything actually in Oklahoma that we've done. I mean, we could get an Austin to Oklahoma City transport route. No, apparently it already exists. Okay, I can't for the life of me. Oklahoma City to Austin route. Okay, yeah, we literally have a vehicle on that already. Okay, you know what? Yeah, well, I'm gonna buy another one. Oklahoma City to Austin. Excellent. Let's do that. Cool. Is it time for trains? Can I manage to buy a train license and buy a train? I actually think that I can. I actually legitimately think that I properly can. Okay, so Amarillo to Houston. Amarillo to Houston has got a lot of passenger capacity. Like, look at this. Amarillo to Houston. So that is like one definitive train route right there. It's going to cost me 72 grand to do a survey. So I don't exactly want to buy a train license and then immediately embarrass myself. But it's definitely something that we could do. Definitely something that we could do. Right. Also paying off some of these loans. That'd be a good idea. Yep. Okay. So we can take out a significant amount of loan right now if we wanted to. 72 grand. This is such a big route. Amarillo. We got to do this. We got to do this with trains. We got to do this with trains. If we don't do this with trains, we will be looking back, asking what could have been forever. Similarly, expanding up to Kansas, I think, is probably going to be our next move. Probably has to be our next move. Because I think we've pretty much done everything over here. Which route are you on? You're on Ardmore to Dallas. Okay, that's fine. We can get you stuck onto another route somewhere. Lawton to Dallas. Lawton to Dallas. Yeah, go do the Lawton to Dallas route. If we don't have enough cargo on the Ardmore to Dallas route, then we can easily divert. Yeah, that's completely fine. Completely fine. Very, very happy with that. Okay, so everywhere is making money. Everywhere is making money. Oh, you're kidding me. 61 grand to pay off the strike. Don't think I want to deal with that, to be honest. 61 grand down the tubes. I'm gonna pay it. 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 And then I increased the driver wages just a little bit as well. Look at the... Holy cow. Look at the Austin to Laredo routes. There's money there. There's big money there. Austin to Laredo. Give me the $120,000... the $120,000 vehicle right here. To be honest, maybe that could be a train. Maybe that could straight up be a train. Well, you know what? It's probably best if we just stick with a truck for now. But soon. Okay. Austin to Laredo. Nice. Okay. So, is this gonna be... It's almost there. Almost there. Reduce the ticket price by 1, and we are golden. Okay. So, we're the only company that has got a valuation of over $1 million. Euro Express, weirdly, is catching up, but that's fine. We can just about handle that. I think we do have to go... I think we do have to go into trains. I think we do have to go into trains. The train license costs, what, 200 grand? It's actually nothing. It's actually nothing at all. You know what? Give me a big loan. Give me a big loan. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about this. Okay. So, train license. Yep. Send it. And we've still got enough to buy a train. Do I want to try the Houston to Amarillo routes? Do I want to try the Houston to Amarillo routes? Sure. You know what? Oh, God. Okay. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. The speed is too low. The everything is too low. The comfort is too low. Man, the people... just okay. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Where else has got reasonably high transport capacity? We can at least try. We can at least try and salvage this investment. Houston to... Get rid of my vehicles. Austin to somewhere. Austin to Lawton? Okay. Austin to Lawton. Alright, give that a shot. Give that a shot. And then I guess we'll just have to get an even bigger, more expensive train on the Houston to Amarillo route. I should just pay 72 grand for a survey, but I mean, frankly, I just don't want to. Also, the Amarillo to San Antonio routes could very, very much do with a train. So let's do that. Let's get a cargo train up on this one. It's going to cost us 200k, but that's fine. We'll have that in just a second. Oh, boy. Manage that? Does that work? Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Our train expansion could have gone smoother. We still need to find somewhere that will take our flippin' train. We need somewhere with sufficient quantity of passengers to be transported, but we also need somewhere that is far enough away to make a decent profit. Dallas to San Antonio. Dallas to San Antonio it is. There we go. Okay. Do it, please. This would be great. This would be fantastic. Right, so already I've tried 3 different train routes. None of them have worked. That's fine, that's fine. Nothing to see here. Nothing to worry about. All right. As soon as we get 200k, this is going to do Amarillo to San Antonio. And that, for sure, is going to be big money. Right? The speed is not rated well. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're employed for a week and then you go on strike. That is a joke. Okay, the good news is that we can actually pay off the drivers reasonably easily. Oh boy, okay, what an inconvenience. Okay, well, you know what? At least we've got trains. We have sunk our net worth quite considerably, actually, because we've decided to buy a train license. However, every other company is going to have to do that at some point. Euro Express, have they got trains yet? No, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. They've only got access to, what, like 4 states? Honestly, snail transport and uncomfortable transport, both much more concerning to me. Okay, this has just been a complete disaster. This has been a complete disaster. Selling this vehicle and just taking an 80 grand loss really, really sucks. Don't really want to do that. What if I just deploy you on this route over here? Amarillo to Houston. No. Houston to Austin. Travel immediately. Okay, let's see if we can try and simplify it down. See if we can try and maybe cut down on, like, the amount of vehicles on this route. Kind of sucks to do, but yeah, we'll see. Right. Oh my goodness, not another strike? 8 grand. Okay, please. Please, stop striking. Stop striking. Right, I'm gonna sell this bus. Or maybe not sell it. Maybe I could put it somewhere else. Because this is a decent bus. Because now that we've got a train on this route, that should be fine. Okay, I'm glad that we found somewhere that our train can make a difference. So the bus that we've currently got on this route is this one. It's 115 mile an hour, 28 passenger capacity. It's not unimpressive, to be honest. It's actually quite impressive. Austin to Laredo, and then Austin to San Antonio. Sure. You know what? I'm okay with diverting those buses. Okay, Austin to San Antonio. Austin to San Antonio. And then Austin to Laredo, which we should see in just a second. The bus we should be allowed to see what's going on. Where'd it go? Oh, is it in the depot? Return to original routes. I can just put you on the Laredo to Austin route. Yeah, okay. So I know that you're gonna be unhappy about that. Wait, there's no passengers? Oh, sorry. The Laredo to San Antonio route. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. Perfect. Wonderful. And that looks like it works like an absolute charm. An absolute charm. So, with that, we've pretty successfully managed to simplify the transport between Houston and Austin. And it looks like having a single large train is enough. We need to get rid of this bus as well. We need to get rid of this bus too. We need to get rid of this bus too. Where do we want to put this bus? Dallas to Lawton? Dallas to Lawton, finish old route, and then give it a shot. Yeah, I actually think that's probably going to work fairly nicely for us. Good stuff. And it works because we're able to transport passengers much more quickly using the train system. How many passengers are waiting there? 68. Yeah. So it's not quite enough to consistently handle the passengers, but it's close. It's close. We're very, very close. It would be much nicer. It would be much nicer if I was just able to get, you know, Amarillo to Houston and just do it as a nice big train. But I can't because, you know, apparently that's just not allowed. How much of a loan can I take out? I can take out a pretty decent sized loan. Is it gonna be enough to buy Top Dog? I mean, I tried to buy a company in the last game that we played, and it was just a flippin' disaster, to be honest. I really want to do the survey. 72 grand here. 72 grand. Is it worth it? I can't bring myself. I can't bring myself to do that. I cannot bring myself to do that. I've got to figure out how to buy one company, right? Like, buying one company is the priority. It has to be the priority. I pay that loan off because it was at 15%. Yeah, fine. 72,000, 72,000. It's got to be done with the train as well. It's got to be done with the train. Why on earth is this a sad... Should not be a sad vehicle. We shouldn't have any sad vehicles. Okay. Yeah, the Austin to Houston train. It's not perfectly efficient, but it's not half bad either. It's not half bad either, and certainly we are going to be... We're going to be making it work. Because, again, we're only paying for one driver now, right? Which is great. We're only paying for one driver on that train, even if there is more upkeep. I still think it's probably worth doing. So, yeah. Right, the Amarillo to San Antonio route, it's probably a little bit congested now because we've got a much faster train that can service it. So, we probably got to move this truck on somewhere. Yeah, where do we move the truck? That's a good question, actually. Honestly, yeah, you can go onto the Austin to Laredo route over here. Travel immediately. There we go. Boom. Do it. And then the rest of the trucks we can just keep around. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And same with you. You can go Austin to Laredo. Finish your old routes. Because, again, we don't want to overload... We don't want to overload the Amarillo to San Antonio route. Because now that we've got a train on there, it's going to be done much more more quickly. Okay, I'm going to take out a big old loan. The biggest loan that we can afford. Up to $1 million. Holy cow, is that enough to buy a big old train? It's enough to buy a super fast, super comfortable passenger train. Amarillo to... Excuse me? Snail Transport Co.? Amarillo to Houston. We have an Amarillo. We have a problem. You know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna try my very best to buy Top Dog deliveries. Okay, Top Dog deliveries. 800k. 800k is my... It's not my final offer. I will happily pay more. I will try my best to pay more. I will pay as much as I possibly can to try and get this flippin' company. I just wish I knew how much they made. Hey, look at this. We got graphs now. That's excellent. Okay. So transported passengers and cargo. I'm far and away in the lead. I'm not in the lead in terms of number of vehicles, but I do have the best vehicles, I suspect. If nobody else has trains, then I definitely have the best vehicles. Oh, look. Euro Express has just got trains. I presume that they've just got trains, as that's the most basic type of train that you can get. Net worth, I am consistently staying in the lead. That's good. Income? Yeah. Expenses? Yeah, this takes into account bank loans, though, doesn't it? So it's kind of completely garbage and redundant as a useful measurement. Anyway, Top Dog deliveries, please. Let yourselves get bought out. I'm paying top dollar for Top Dog deliveries. They do have a whole bunch of terrible buses, though, and they are competing as well. So it's like I would not anticipate Enterprise Transportation, On Time Global, and Top Dog to do a great deal. That was a rebuffed offer, by the way. Offer rejected. Yeah. Thanks. All right. I'm going to offer $1 million. I'm going to offer $1 million flipping dollars for top dog here, which I feel is huge overpayment, actually. Huge overpayment for a terrible, miserable little network. Oh my lordy. Look at snail transport. Also, is that a... It's not... Okay, nobody's got the license to California yet, but it's getting closer. It's getting closer. Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it at some point soon. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, what else can we do? We need to redistribute... Need to redistribute this cargo vehicle here. And there's not... Go do... Yeah. Yeah, go do that instead. Yeah, we'll try do Houston to Austin route. Okay, please let me buy top dog deliveries. I'm literally paying double. I think I might actually be paying more than double. But hey-ho, there you go. Okay, this is running fairly smoothly. The train is picking everyone up. As the town gets bigger, no doubt we will continue to do better. Offer rejected. I have no idea, dude. I have no flipping idea. Okay. 3.6 levels of comfort. I've just bought it. I bought it for 72 grand. That's right. 72 whole grand. Okay. 240 miles an hour. 240 miles an hour. 3.6 stars of comfort. Holy cow. The people traveling between Amarillo and Houston are after a Shinkansen bullet train or something. Okay, that is obscene. That is obscene, and I cannot match that. But if we could get it. If we could get it, dude. Imagine if we could get it. Okay. Let's buy access into Kansas. Let's buy access into Kansas. And then let's see what we can do here. Okay. Let's do this first. Okay, so we're just going to do this with small vehicles. I think we should be able to... Why is this still on? There we go. Reset my... Okay, don't know what's up with my cursor, but that's fine. Completely fine. That over there. That over there. Cool. Did I buy the wrong bus? I completely bought the wrong bus. Like an idiot. That's okay, though. Springfield to Jefferson City. And go over there. That's the type of bus that I wanted to buy. Blame it on the cursor. Blame it on the cursor. Okay, that goes over there. That goes in there. And then on this little route, we get that in there. And on the whole, that should be pretty much everything in... Pretty much everything in this area done, with the exception of connections to our existing network, which I can do with relative ease. And one of those. Good stuff. And so that's just another little income stream there for us, which is very, very nice indeed. A few more, and immediately there's a flood. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Just exceptional. What's this? Ardmore? Between Ardmore and St. Louis. What's the demand there? 4,500 bucks. You know what? That looks like a train route to me. Sorry, between Jefferson City and Ardmore. Sure. You know what? Let's do a train route. Is that gonna be overkill? Is that gonna be too much? Tickets are too expensive. Lower them to 45 bucks. We'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, the fact that I still haven't been able to buy top dog deliveries is a immense source of frustration to me. But the fact that I was able to buy access to another state, and we are you know, we're doing pretty good, I would say. I'm pretty happy with our valuation at the moment as it stands. What is this? Tickets. Lower the price of tickets. If in doubt, lower the price of tickets. Hope that people buy stuff. Okay. Let's see how this train does right here. I'm pretty sure it'll do good. Yep. Pretty happy with that. Speed. We could increase the speed a little bit. 40k to do that. Nice. Okay. Maybe we could upgrade the comfort, but I'm not overly concerned about that. So hopefully that means that we don't actually have any trucks that are just sort of chilling around for a decently long time. You know, there are a couple of trucks that are waiting, a couple of trains that are waiting, but I mean, on the whole, it should be okay. Yeah, I never meant to buy this vehicle, to be honest with you. This is just a disaster. This is just a disaster. This train, this truck thing that is stuck in here, yeah, you're gonna get sold. I don't want you. Springfield to Jefferson City. Okay. Now, that's already a route. Just give me a big old truck for it. The truck that carries 60 goods. That's what we're after. Lovely. And to be honest, I think we might actually try and sell this smaller transport truck. We'll get a bigger transport truck instead. Yeah. And so as soon as the payment comes through, boom, sell. Excellent. And do I want to get a bigger transport truck on it? I do. There we go. Is that the right type of transport truck? Hope so. Doesn't look like it was, but it also looks like a lot of the demand has just completely disappeared, but that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Euro Express, ironically, still in the lead in a major way. I say in the lead. I'm in the lead, but in the lead of my competitors. In the lead of my competitors, they are. Also, I think we're going to choose... what the heck is this? Oklahoma City. We're going to choose Oklahoma City as the rail depot place to be. We're also going to hire a rail manager, which we need to do for 100k, whatever. Assign all and get them all auto-assigned as well, so that we can make sure that our trains are maintained. I am still shocked and amazed that the Houston to Amarillo route requires such insane requirements in order to be sufficed. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this episode of Transport Inc. I think we're doing pretty well in the States, even though we've only got 3 of them unlocked at this moment in time. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Thanks, as ever, to all of the support over on the Patreon. Check it out if you're interested in getting exclusive series and whatnot. There's a whole bunch of really fun and exciting stuff happening over there. Also, thanks to Banana Nana, C-Senpai, and Aurelio for being the $325 plus tier patrons. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.